Hey, I live in a small town in eastern Kentucky, and when I was a kid, I went over to the local high school to watch ICW wrestling. The main event that night was Randy Savage versus Ronnie Garvin in a street fight. I mean, it was brutal. They were carving each other's forehead with a crushed soda can. If that main event wasn't enough, the real main event happened later on because Savage was arrested for stealing steaks at the local Kroger grocery store. Yeah, it was in the newspaper and everything because we only get a newspaper like a week at a time. So the following week, here it came out in the paper, Randy Savage busted for stealing steaks at Kroger.
All right, short story, but it is kind of specific to this guy because I don't think any of us would know about this story. And I do like some nostalgic Randy Savage stories. We don't have many of them. Randy Savage, notoriously a kind of cheap or frugal professional wrestler, just like his brother, just like his father, just like Colt Cabana. And I don't know if I've stolen steaks in my life, but I've probably taken some stuff that I regret doing in my youth when I didn't have much money and I was a wrestler and I was just trying to survive. I'll say that. So because this was such a small town, and I think that's the case, is that this guy is from a very small town. He said newspaper only came out once a week. There was no internet, so this news of a wrestler getting arrested wasn't plastered all over the place. Plus, at this time, Randy Savage was in ICW. He wasn't even in Memphis, which preceded him being a big star in the WWF. He was in a tiny league that his father owned, just trying to make scraps, trying to make a living. And this caller saw him wrestle and then saw him in the newspaper trying to support his wrestling habit. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly wherever you listen to your podcasts. Go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.